They say the truth hurts. And a lot of things are hard to stomach. Okay? And being the bearer of the truth, I like to remind people before I go into any of my lessons or my lectures, you go ahead and make your way to the bathroom. You be done had the boom boom after this. I be done turned your stomach. all this feed into your spirit and your mind that I'm about to do. Yeah, I finna turn your stomach. You be done not been the same person after this. You better make room. Especially if you already been filled up with a bunch of nonsense. Especially if you already been filled up with a bunch of words that you shouldn't be using. Okay? Because you done found yourself easy to attach yourself to everything. I got a saying. Be connected to everything, attached to nothing. Be connected to everything and attached to nothing. Okay? And when you connected to everything, you start to see a correlation. You start to see the resemblance of you and everything. Okay? And the reason why you shouldn't be attached to everything, because you start to realize this isn't a realistic expectation to life. People, places, things, shouldn't attach yourself. Be connected to everything and attached to nothing. Some of you got some things attached to you because there was certain things that you've told yourself unbeknown or beknown to yourself. Okay? This is where certain phrases are becoming popular and becoming known just because your awareness is increasing. You know how like when you get a red Dodge and now you driving around in this red Dodge SRT8 and now we keep seeing people in these red Dodges SRT8s. We ain't see this when we had it. Before we had it, we didn't see all these red. This is your awareness. And you becoming aware with that which you identify with. This is why you best become the energy so you can attract the energy. Become the red Dodge if you want the red Dodge. Then you gonna only see red Dodges, so to speak. Okay? So I say all that to say in certain phrases and in certain words that we've been using that's determining and depicting our mindset and mind state and our spiritual set and state. Okay? And this is also determining where our feet are landing. Okay? You picking up what I'm putting down? And if you picking up what I'm putting down, welcome to another Mindset Monday edition of Let's Get Rich. This segment is called Speaking in Tongues because we understand that there's power on the tongue. Okay? And instead of allowing this power to be used against us, we're going to be using this power for us. That makes sense? There's certain phrases I want to make us aware of today. Okay? Certain phrases that have gained some attention, influence, and momentum. And one of them is, you've guessed it. You've guessed it. Identity crisis. Oh, yeah. Identity crisis. This is something that's been plaguing the globe for some time now. But now we can't be ignoring the elephant in the room. We can't. And we understand as they shaved off of history, as you walk through history, they've also been shaving off what's been behind you. So we understand that this identity crisis has also been warranted. This didn't happen out of nowhere. This didn't come from anywhere. This identity crisis is what we call real, so to speak. Okay? But nevertheless, real or not, it is definitely worthy of our attention. There's an identity crisis going on out there that is also leading people into psychosis. And this is why you have a bunch of spiritual influences. You have a bunch of business influences. You have a bunch of people who are leading certain areas within a marketplace and also leading you to thinking they some sort of expert in some sort of something that they didn't even create. All because they know that you have an identity crisis. All because they know that most people have identity crisis. Why? Because Knowing who you are wasn't going to be easy in a world that hid who you are from it yourself. I'm going to say it again. Knowing who you are wasn't going to be easy in a world that hid who you are from you. You was going to have to do some efforting into finding who you are, and then accepting who you are, and then navigating the world only finding who you are. That's reflection, that is, only being attracted, okay, to your own self. But if you don't know who you are, then you'll never connect with others that are on your same frequency. Seems like a simple equation for those that aim to do you wrong. People are separated, divided, they fall. Okay? Together we stand, divided we fall. So if I separate a person from themselves, then it is much more easier for you to be separated from other people, because like energy is going to be attracted to like energy. So confusion only going to attract confusion. Strength is only going to attract strength. Some of y'all wondering why you like to be alone. Some of y'all wondering why you finding it difficult to be able to attract others on your same level. Thinking space, spiritual space, and emotional intelligence. This is indeed by design. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I am saying it's going to require some more effort and some creativity. Because you got to understand, there was a lot of thought put into you being separated from yourself. Therefore, you must put not thought. You must put less thought into it and more creativity. Okay? Identity crisis. What does identity represent? First and foremost, let's go and break this word down. Before we bring it together, let's break it down. What does identity represent? Identity, okay, represents union, oneness, wholeness. Okay? This is what you're getting from identity. When you have an identity, there is union. There is a oneness in you. There is a wholeness. And there's also going to be some holiness. Okay? When you have an identity. Now, when you don't have an identity, there is separation. There is destruction. There is confusion within inside your own self. So if identity is union, then a lack of identity is separation. Now let's go on to crisis. I'm sure everybody heard crisis. Everybody heard Christ before. Have anybody asked what Christ mean? Christ got a meaning. The Christ, or the crux, is the turning point of a thing. The turning point. Okay? This is why there was revelations of a second coming, because it finna always be a turning point. This is how you get to a cross. The cross is two turning points. One turning point and another turning point. Okay? Christ is a turning point. So when there is an identity crisis, okay, then there is an identity turning point. There was a turning point within. Okay? Why? Because where there once was a oneness, there is a separation. These two parts have turned against each other. And then what you getting with the cross? You got this side turned against that side. Cross. 2 points opposite of each other. Okay? So, the cross represents the Christ represents turning points. And when there is an identity crisis, if identity represents oneness or union, okay, then there's a turning point in this union. Therefore, there is no union. Union means things have came together. Okay? The turning point or the crises represents things going apart. The turning point. The crossroads. So when you think of identity crisis, Think of the current conditions that we are in today and faced with as a globe and as nations, countries, and cities. Okay, think of what we are seeing today. We are seeing a mass destruction, okay, of homes, neighborhoods, communities, cities, countries, country lands, all because there is no union within a person. People that are aiming to come together, you must understand why they are coming together, because something already came together with inside of them. People that are pro-community, you must understand how they got there. This is because the community within already done happened. The mind, the body, and the spirit are practicing union and becoming one, practicing oneness. They've developed identity. People who feel separated from their bodies, to where there's some confusion within their bodies. They don't know what to put in their bodies. They don't know how to not let things out of their bodies. They don't know where to place their bodies. They don't know who to allow in their bodies. There's some separation there. Okay? When people don't know what to put in their spirit, they walking around a Jezebel in spirit, spiritual Jezebels, just going around accepting anything. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Please bring morning into my chest. Hi, how are you? You say you come to save me. Well, then save me. Hi, how are you? Some of you scrolling through your For You page. Oh, this look nice. This person ain't got no shirt on. They got beads of hair in the middle of their chest, and they look like they know what they's talking about spiritually. It look like I never heard that. I'll go and accept that and allow they spiritual parasites to attach to my body, use my body as a host. Some people are spiritual Jezebels, just out there, just prancing through life, accepting all that is brought to you. Y'all be done allowed spiritual people to curse at you, yet also proclaim to lift you. Curse me and lift me. You be done let somebody cuss you out just because they tell you that they giving you something good. But does body recognize that it's being cursed, or have you numbed yourself? Because you off of cut waters. You done became a cuddle buddy. And the cuttlefish. You all for the backyards of America. You on tweet. You do this body language. This your body language. Some people are spiritual Jezebels. That's why it's an identity crisis. You ain't got no union with inside yourself. You feel bad when you leave in these churches. You feel like, oh, did I do something wrong? You feel bad when you leaving out the mass jig and you got to take this chemo off. You say, did I do something wrong? Why I keep attracting hims or hers? Whenever you tell yourself, why do I keep attracting these type of people? Your spirit, your mindset, and your body set, they're not in alignment. What do you think the word alignment comes from? Alignment is a union word. People be trying to use catchphrases, the spiritual panhandlers. They be trying to use catchphrases talking about what is in alignment. Okay, attracting that which is in alignment. Them same people use words like this. Abundance. Them same people use words like this. Manifestation. Stay away from anybody that's using those three words. And if they use them all in the same sentence, you may be dealing with the devil itself. I'm sure you are. Anybody that said, I'm gonna say it again. Anybody that used the word alignment, anybody that used the word manifestation, these the catch words. Okay? You better stay away from these people. That's Lucifer you dealing with itself. Because all they doing is practicing separation. Okay? All of those are separating words. They line. That's why it's a line. It's Allah. Meant. Allah meant this. You ready? Allah meant separate you farther from yourself. And I did say Allah. Allah meant separate you from yourself. So this is why you sit there and ask yourself, I don't know why I did such a thing. I done sat there and walked up that spirituality again. I said I wouldn't love these type of people. I said I wouldn't reopen these type of doors. I said I wouldn't do these things, and now you're doing it. What I'm trying to tell you is there is no alignment within you. There's no oneness. Your brain not even working with your body. Your body not even working with your emotions. Y'all not even working together. There's a y'all in the inside of you. You sit there and say, now you getting all type of physical signs. You get nervous. You find yourself getting nervous about to do something you're supposed to do. Your body not even resonating with doing the right thing. You get nervous. So I'm saying all this to say, because we on identity crisis. If identity means oneness, there's a reason why all of these people I've just mentioned on this side lack identity. And they also going through psychosis because they lack identity. When you go through life so long, other people, lacking identity means you've been cosplaying other people. You're going to develop psychosis. When you're trying to be storybook characters, you got people walking around in full costume of storybook characters that don't exist nowhere else but in their imagination. Trying to force you to accept it. They walking around telling me I did it 12 tribes. They walking around telling you to accept the Savior. They walking around and telling you to put on, cloth yourself and leave only your eyes out. Oh yeah, I'm laughing at them. I ain't laughing with them, I'm laughing at you. And anybody else that finna been cosplaying, trying to get around paying that ransom for life. You go and be as religious all you want. You better still come and produce a purpose. I talked to somebody a couple months ago. I said, well, what's your purpose? They said, my purpose is to evangelize. I said, ain't that something? Ain't that something? Then, you know, they say it was disciples already, but you say that's your job. And now here we are. I ain't gonna go too much on one side or the other. I'm non-biased. Now here we are. Identity crisis. I've never met nobody spiritual. I have never met nobody religious. I have never met nobody who even oversold their business who also had an identity. Have you? Or do they proclaim the thing that's in front of them is their identity? Crisis. Crisis. They are against their own selves. Mind against body, body against spirit. I'm going to say it again. I have never met a religious person that walked in purpose that also knew their identity, ever. And I come from being a preacher. I ain't speaking on the outside looking in. I'm speaking on from the other side that was once on this side. I ain't never met a purposeful religious person. I ain't never met a business person who oversold the product or the service that also had an identity. Some business people are so far into the crisis, they call themselves the business. They call themselves the business. They screen names. You know your screen names, your profile names. Profile name be the picture. Profile picture be the business. Profile name be the product. They name be such and such the masseuse. Such and such having an identity crisis. We don't know if that person needs to be touching us. Such and such the healer. Are you now? Yeah, because when business people have identity crisis, they have a thing about attaching themselves to the product or the service. They haven't even understood the algorithm of business. Now everything they promote, every time they promote the business, it's a picture of them. They have a double shot of them posing and the thing they selling. Oh, go look at the successful and see if that's how it goes. If we cared. Just, you ain't gotta take my word for granted. Go look at the successful and then go through your entrepreneurial friends and see what's going on. Yeah, so identity crisis represents the separation of oneness. The crisis represents turning points. That's what it means, turning points. This is why is it a cross? Because this is a turning point. You know, but when you at the crossroads, right? When you at the crossroads, you at a turning point. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And if you at the crossroads and you at a turning point, you must also consider these 2 points are against each other. One point on this side and that side. When you think of a cross, think of 2 triangles. One triangle going that way, okay? And the other triangle going this way. 2 points against each other. That's why it's a crisis. You got 2 points within yourself against itself. You against your own self, your own worst enemy. See, it's the reason why the Christ came to offer you something. It came to bring the crossroads. It brought the cross. The Christ itself is the cross. I don't know if Christians understand that. The Christ is the cross. The cross is the Christ. It's never been about the man. The man was just a messenger. Okay? The message was this. You at the crossroads of life, you can either choose life or you can choose the other side. You can choose unlife. That was the message. Okay? Now, either way, when you'd have chose a side, some oneness would have came about. You either would have became oneness with the dark or oneness with the light. But there would not have been an identity crisis shall you chose a side. So what do that mean? Everybody out there going through psychosis to the point it's becoming schizophrenic, to the point you can't even see them no more when you look at people. You can't even see people no more. All you see is the crisis, the cosplay, the costume, the script. A lot of people are pulling the same script. They ain't even trying. This is why we getting a lot of psychosis. This is why, because it is a dangerous game trying to go through life and not be yourself. Okay? So, hopefully this shines a light on anybody that's going through any type of identity crisis. Choose a side. Because the people that's being presented to you, they trying to make identity crisis popular. Most of the people you see out there that led you to spiritual psychosis, or to be our muses and our amusement so we can watch people go through spiritual psychosis. All of these people are lacking themselves. They got to be everything else. They start talking about the Anunnakis, the Orishas, the ancestors. See my hands? These praise hands. They got to go through the Anunnaki, the Orishas, the the ancestors. You even got people claiming to be, come on now, historical figures. Okay? Somebody said that they was Frederick Douglass' grand cousin. Somebody out there talking about they friend. At ease, my queens. At ease, kings. Somebody out there talking about they Frederick Douglass' grand cousin. As if what you are is not enough. And you know why it's not? Because it's not enough. You know why it's not enough? It's not enough for you there. It's not enough of you there. You stop building up on you. You stop accepting what you are. Okay? Finding different reflections of yourself. You stop. Hung you up in the closet and put on somebody else's jacket. That's what we dealing with. Okay? We got a bunch of people out there. They talking about they Frederick Douglass grand cousin. A lot of people done been kidnapped by the aliens. A lot of people, wait, hold up. They Frederick Douglass grand cousin. They been kidnapped by the aliens. They descendants of the Anunnakis. A lot of people are walking around with quote unquote Cometian names. Everybody got Egyptian names. Somebody out there really calling themselves the Pharaoh. Ooh. Goodness. They got to be gods and goddesses. You know what gods and goddesses is coming with, right? Nothing. We ain't seen not one god or goddess do nothing godly. They ain't coming with nothing. We've been waiting on gods and goddesses for the last 1,000 years. They ain't pull up on us, answer one prayer through one morsel of bread out the air. Remember when it was raining manna? When Moses was taking the children of Israel to the land flowing the milk and honey? Remember that? Moses had it raining bread. Manna is what they call it. We ain't see a morsel fall from the air yet. Remember when the children of Israel told Moses they were thirsty? And he got tight with the angel of the Lord. He said, angel of the Lord sent Moses out there. He said, then go ahead and strike that rock. Some water finna fall out. Moses was more godly than a lot of people. And he come on now. This is a storybook character. Even Moses could hit a rock and some water come out. Oh my goodness. You got people walking around dressed like they Jacob. They calling each other Israel. They identifying with people calling them stuff from books. Esau, Edomites, and Sodomites, and all these different ites that came out of a book. This identity crisis. Because, sir, why would you need to be any of the 12 tribes of anywhere rather than who you is? Did you dig so deep into the bucket of history that you found what somebody was giving you? Imagine that. You ain't even y'all not even doing no work. You was digging through history, digging through the bucket of history, and instead of keep going, finding what was authentic, you found what was already surface level. Well, they gave me these they already gave me these books. Maybe I already got the answer. Come on now. I know something gotta be working up there. Come on now. You move out the way. Let me go ahead and get in, talk to your body then. If brain ain't gonna help you out, let me go ahead and help you out. Body, I know you in it. Come on now. Body, I know you can hear me. I know my words don't fall on deaf ears. I'm finna give power to anybody that see my face or hear my voice. Body. If you need to escape, you go ahead and get away from that person. Body. Let me let you know, you from this earth, body. You from him. I know. I know. Start there, body. I know a lot of people done thought themselves in a circle. Mind sitting there felon. See, when you got an identity crisis, your brain don't even know where to start. How you start looking for yourself, start in the Middle East. You somewhere and not the Middle East. You start looking for yourself. You start in the Middle East. You say, you know what? Maybe I was from over there. You know what? Oh my goodness, I can laugh, but it ain't funny. I can laugh, but it ain't funny. These babies, what about the babies? What about y'all babies that I'm gonna have to deal with? What about the babies? I say. And this is why, this last one, this is why the choir and quiet has the same essence. And look at this, they from different sides of the spectrum. The choir finna make noise. Quiet ain't making no noise. Or is it when you quiet, you making noise? And the choir is really silent. And the reason why these two words exist in the same frequency is because silence is in the emotions. And the emotions are in the silence. When there's silence, you can hear everything. Okay? You can feel everything. This is why you need to meditate, come to a still place, a calm place, and then the truth start revealing itself. The choir. We're gonna say the choir resembles that truth. Okay? The emotions is in the silence. Good music got nice silence inside of it. Okay? Because the silence is the music. The music is the silence. Okay? The emotions are in there. Sometimes the thoughts be inside the sound. But in the silence, you're going to be able to find the emotion. The momentum pickup. Okay? The anticipation. Quiet is the choir. And the choir is quiet. Okay? Because in this silence, now we can hear the truth. Okay? And in this truth, we are granted peace. That's why quiet is the choir. The truth, you know, what you need to hear, quiet something down in you. Something that's been screaming and scratching and crawling for the truth for so long. Somebody ever come up to you and talking to you some truth? Or maybe it's a loved one that you know. And they tell you the truth. You get real quiet. All they hear from you is Yeah, the truth finna calm you down. Okay? The choir forces you to do nothing but listen. Both of them, the choir and quiet, forces you to do nothing but listen. Okay? Nevertheless, if you like learning about words, if you like etymology, if you like semantics, if you like linguistics in general, starting from the English language, okay, going to Hebrew references and Greek references, okay, and even Sanskrit references, okay, so you can best reorganize your spiritual lexicon, then make sure you join me on Mondays, 9 p.m. We call it Speaking in Tongues, and we call this day Mindset Mondays. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube once you get there. Make sure you typing it in right. And if you already here, make sure you cut them post notifications on. Okay. Yahlil Lakwame, Yahlil Lakwame on YouTube, Twitch, in all social platforms. You go ahead and repeat the process. And you remember that by doing things like this, you got your frequency set to abundance, into feeding your mind, body, and spirit. Because when you enrich your mind, body, and spirit, you're also enriching your life. And for that matter, our slogan here is let's get